Hey everybody, it's your bruddaZen with another timeless pick a card reading, where in this one we're going to be asking Spirit, what don't we see about our relationship or relationships? So you'll have a choice between number 1, number 2, or number 3. You can pick as many of these as resonate with you and as you want. Timestamps will be listed in the description box below, but we're going to start with number 1 right now. All right, if you chose reading number 1, then this is the reading for you. And we're going to start off here pulling a card from the Into the Lonely Woods deck and just get an overall theme about what is it that we don't see about our relationship or relationships. All right, they went right away. They want to go with this one. So we will, and it's the sadness of letting go. So I'll let you see that here, and I'm going to put that over here as kind of our theme, and then let's see what message comes in here with this one. It says, sometimes when we feel very alone, we have trouble letting go. But when we meet another, a companion who is like us, yet unlike us, their presence can help us open to new possibilities that show us who we could be. You are now freeing yourself from the old bonds and beliefs from what you wanted to keep but could not. And whether or not this is right for you, and the soul says it is right for you, there is always sadness in letting go. It is a void, a loss, a recognition that one thing we once wanted could not work within the world that we are creating. In every release truly made, there will be mourning. So trust yourself most of all, but accept the help of those whose kindness and care are unmistakable. Friendship will reveal aspects of your own soul that you did not know existed. Wow, beautiful. So obviously this is a message of letting go of old emotions that no longer serve, relationships that no longer serve, and it could be just something that you're going to do or have done, but there is this space that's opening up and it's allowing you to move forward. You have this support, you have this wonderful, wonderful energy that is coming in with this. So I like this. It's, what don't we know about our relationship that we haven't let go yet. And it is the letting go and really just the releasing. Mourn it, and it's okay to mourn it, even if you're like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad they're gone. There is the mourning of letting something go that no longer, serves us. And that's okay to do. And they're encouraging you to do that. We're also going to pull from the Moonology Manifestation Oracle. Let's see what else they have to add in here regarding this. What don't we know about our relationships? Okay, they do want this one. And we've got the Reflect on Your Priorities, the last quarter moon in Aquarius. Beautiful card there. We're just going to put that down here. Just find a space. There we go. And let's take a look here. So that's the last quarter moon. That should be back here in Aquarius. Oops, I'm flying by it, I think, here. Right before Pisces, in between Capricorn. Here we go. So drawing this card suggests it's time to be more grounded and work out what really matters to you. And once you're clear about your priorities, you can start to allot time, energy, and focus to them. And if you want to create something solid, it takes a mix of good ideas and practical work. The most important thing to work out now is what's really important to you and whether you're living your life in accordance with that. If not, this card is a nudge to make changes so you can achieve what you want. The manifesting mix for this says, here we have an energy that's modern and cool, and another that's rustic and real, and never the twain shall meet. The manifesting mindset you can have around this is once you know your priorities, it becomes possible for you to work out where to focus your attention in terms of your life and your manifesting. The manifesting magic comes in, so these crystals work especially well for the sign of Aquarius here. It's hematite, bloodstone, orange calcite, jasper, blue apatite, or amethyst. So you can use any of those. Choose one and hold it while you meditate, visualizing a vibrant pink-orange light swirling around you. Alternatively, keep your crystal close by as you work through your situation, or use 5 or 6 to make a crystal grid. And if you don't have, the stones or crystals, and you don't have like money to buy them, you can also look at them, on the internet. If you can print them out, you can do that too. Or if you can't do any of that, just picturing them and picturing them in your mind, drawing them out if you can. Whatever you are able to do, it's interacting with the crystals that's important. And your manifestation affirmation for this card is, I don't need anything, but some things I want. So letting go of what no longer serves you, not moving from this place of need to this place of want, is good here. I mean, you're letting go of the stuff that is not a priority anymore, and you're really understanding what truly is a priority. Where have you been investing energy that no longer serves you? It's been going into a black hole, possibly waiting for someone to come back, hoping they come back, and it's like it's time to choose you and to move forward. We're also going to pull from the Oracle of the 7 energies. And let's see what else they have here for you. So what else for the Oracle of the 7 energies? For those that chose reading number 1, what energy do you want us to know about here, about the relationship? All right, they do want that one there. And we've got feeling the world. And that is card number 13. Also, it kind of reminds me of the 2 of Wands card, which is you get to choose the world that you are wanting, and you get to find out where you're going to invest your energy and going forward. So these work very well together. The energy of this card is sensitivity to the feelings of others, awareness of the whole world, and a broader perception, and empathy overload, or a feeling of being overwhelmed. Empathy reminds you that you are not alone. Yeah, you are not alone. It is a beautiful capacity to feel the connectivity all around you, giving you a profound sense of belonging, a broader experience of being part of the larger whole. That said, it can also be overwhelming, especially when you don't know where you end and the rest of the world begins. Now is the time to be clear about your boundaries. Ask yourself whose energy you've tuned into, and you might find it's not even yours. If you're feeling off or drained when you're with someone, they may be siphoning your energy. In such an instance, this connection's not good for you, no matter how charismatic the person is or how attracted to them you feel. Do not mistake codependency for closeness or allow your boundaries to become too porous. Trust your instincts and take care of you. Practice saying no. Avoid the temptation to turn off and go numb. Instead, be present. Somewhere in the middle of this feeling spectrum is where the magic is. And you're also being asked now to be aware of how your words and actions may affect others. And while it's not your job to determine how someone will respond to you, discernment is necessary. Be firm yet kind. And keep in mind that people-pleasing will not give you what you truly need. That said, your empathy is beautiful and important. It just has to be balanced in order for you to access its wonderful gifts. So today, celebrate the beauty of your sensitivity and that of others. And I like that too about boundaries, because, sometimes if there is someone who you're giving a lot of energy to and it's pouring out to them and it's become a codependent relationship and it doesn't suit you anymore, then it is time to let go as well. So I like this, the priorities, the boundaries, and being able to let go of things that no longer serve. We're also going to pull from the Queen of the Moon Oracle here. See what else they're going to bring in, and then we'll pull some tarot. All right, so what else? For those that chose reading number 1, please. Okay, I think that's your card. And you have Acceptance, Waxing Crescent, card number 4. And we'll put that right here. All right, let's see what this brings in for you. Acceptance of the current situation is the first step to change. The past does not exist. The future hasn't happened. There is only right now. And the little affirmation for this card is, I accept where I am and who I am right now. It goes on to say that when we examine our lives and engage in some truth-telling, we are often confronted with what really is. And this realization is powerful, but often we reject this truth if it's too hard to bear or we're afraid of accepting something so difficult. Each of us at some time has dodged our blind spots and then had the illumination of what actually is eventually confront us. What we do next is crucial. Do we accept exactly where we are, no matter how painful or confronting, or do we retreat back into our illusions and remain stuck or unchanging? Choosing to accept ourselves fully and the position that we're in enables us to take that next step towards growth. And when we can plant our feet solidly into the earth and say, yes, here is exactly where I am, and I accept this fully, then we can take the next steps confidently, honestly, and powerfully towards where we now wish to head. Accepting where we are right now in its fullness allows us to also accept that there may be some chaos in our change before there is full order again. And this can be an exciting feeling rather than one that generates fear if we hold our new intentions clearly. A companion stone or metal for that is lepidolite, so if that resonates for you as well. Yeah, so definitely, there's this energy of realizing, accepting where we're at and coming out of that illusion. Sometimes, like, especially if we're feeling like, well, they're going to come back. They've got to come back. I need them to come back. It's like, when we realize it's not for us and we, again, put the boundaries, choose our priorities for ourselves rather than looking at someone else for the definition of who we are, there's this freedom that can come in here, the letting go, though, like we talked about, we can mourn it, we can be, feel and flow through the sorrow of letting go, but it feels like this is like letting go too, it's like the hands were grasped, but now it's letting go and letting them go their direction, and you go this new direction that's more in alignment with where you're at. Right, and then we're going to look at here at the Nicoletta Cecily. I think I say her name improperly, but this is her tarot. So let's take a look and see what else they want here for you. For all of you that chose reading number 1, what more clarity do they want here for you? What else? Okay, that one here. All right, so we'll start over here. And we do have the 9 of Swords. 9 of Swords is, the nightmare insomnia card, because swords are our thoughts, our beliefs, our mindsets. The 9 is the hermit's journey, being alone. And maybe this is the fear of being alone, the fear of being left behind, of not finding a love again. But, the Nine of Swords does allow us to face those fears of losing conditional love. And we connect to something higher, something more with all of it too. And, it's funny because, the first heartbreak we have, we're like, oh, I'm never going to find love again. And then the second, the relationship we have, we're like, oh, and then it doesn't go well and it ends. And we're like, oh, I'm never going to find love again. And the third one comes along and we meet someone and we get into it and we're like, okay, this is ending. You know what? Yeah, I am going to find love again. And then number 4 doesn't work out and goes through and we're like, oh God, I'm going to find love again. So, there is this fear, the 9 of being alone, but then we learn to love our alone time and be okay. We're like it talked about, I don't need someone, but I can want someone in my life, but I don't need it anymore. You learn this independence, you learn this strength of standing alone. Yeah, and here's the Emperor. Yeah. So Emperor is Aries energy. It is finding new beginnings. It is deciding for yourself. And it works so well with this Nine of Swords because if you imagine an Emperor full of, a room of people who are giving them advice, telling them all the supposed tos, the shoulds, the need tos, the have tos in life, which is where all these small t truths that give us a nightmare. We fear letting people down. But the Emperor realizes at some point with all the blah, blah, blah that's been given him, they just ask everyone to please step out of the room, out of the throne room, and they make a decision for their life on what they want to do. They set their priorities, they set their boundaries, they end the things that need to be ended knowing that it's going to open up things for them for the future. They understand that they don't have to live in this fear of letting someone down because you're not going to please all the people all the time ever. You can't please one person completely for their entire lives or everyone in the world for a second. You're never going to be able to do it. So it's time to step up, and you are stepping into your throne. You're stepping up onto this divine masculine energy of you are implementing this. You're the one that's letting go. You are no longer holding on to something that no longer serves you. And then you do here have the Knave of Pentacles, which is new opportunities, new things opening up in your world. So this does open a new, like we're talking about, when you let things go, it's like having a reserved little sign at your table of 2 with that other person not being there, but you have this emptiness in your life. Even if you're with someone, you could be feeling this emptiness and you're moving that reserved sign away from the table. So that opens up for someone that's more in alignment with you, something in more in alignment with you, with your life, whether it's friendship or family or lover, whatever it may be. You are opening up a space for someone new, more in alignment, that can support you in your journey. Someone a lot like you, but unlike you, but helps you on your journey through all this too. And then your final card here, you do have the Knave of Wands. So more brand new passion coming in here, new energy coming into. So all that energy that you were investing in the hope and trying to have this thing come to fruition and come back, you're getting all this energy back to you. You're having this spark. You're having new passion in your life, because this could be, if it's a lover leaving, could be someone new that's more in alignment with who you are too. But definitely a lot of new energy that's coming back that helps you move forward. As you mourn, as you let go, you realize how much energy you were investing in hoping, in trying to maintain a relationship, that they were going over your boundaries. They're not a priority, but you were investing a lot of energy, and you're like, you know what? I can let this go. And in doing that, you gain a lot of energy back towards yourself. So I do like this for you. For those of you that chose this first reading, is very empowering. I know it feels a little bit heavy to start off, but you're investing so much energy right now maintaining something that you're just pouring a lot of light into a black hole that's not getting anything back. So I do like this for you. It feels, like I said, a little heavy at the start, but when you start to let it go, you're realizing how light you feel and how much energy is coming back to you too, and how empowered you feel through all this too. So I love this for you. If you are enjoying this content and you want to have more of this, there's a couple things that you can do. First, you can give this video a little thumbs up by clicking the like button. That tells me you're enjoying the content, but it also tells YouTube that you're enjoying the content, and they'll bring more of that to you. Also, you can click the subscribe button, and that gives you access to the notification bell. And when you go in there, you can select the all option, which when you do that, a couple things happen. One, you'll be notified right away when I post new videos. Also, number two, it allows you to be notified when I go live on YouTube to provide free readings. Because doing all those things do a couple things. When you like the videos, share the videos with others, comment on the videos, subscribe to the channel, doing all of that makes the YouTube algorithm super giddy, happy, excited about the channel, and it wants to share that with other people as well. So you're able to be part of the love tsunami, it just allows YouTube to make it a recommended videos for other people as well. These are general readings. If you're looking for even more specific information and answers for your specific life, I do offer personal readings, and all that information is listed down in the description box of the video down below. All right, beautiful number ones, as you're going through this journey, please know that every second of every moment of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the Mother and the Father of all things. And of course, I love you too. So have an amazing journey. We'll be talking soon, I'm sure. In the meantime, you hang in there and you take care. If you chose reading number 2, then this is the reading for you. And we're going to start off pulling a card here from the Into the Lonely Woods Oracle. Let's get the general energy here of what aren't you seeing about your relationship or relationships right now. So for those that chose reading number 2, all right, there we go. Let's see what we have. So we've got the Little Blessing. Oh, look how cute. Card number 18. And we're going to put that right over here as the main card. And let's see what that message comes in here for you. So there is a little good fortune right at your fingertips. It is sweet and small, but it is this blessing that you will see your energy open up to receive even more of the same. Destiny wishes you to be content, to feel loved, and to see the wonder in every small thing this day. Look around you, for right there, in the smallest of places, are the blessings you've been yearning for, yet missing. Open your new eyes to the world, and what once went unseen and unappreciated can be truly known for the very first time. Look with eyes of wonder at the little miracles of the world, and when you do this, the gates to all good things swing open for you. Wow. So I like this energy, and this is a general reading, of course, but so for some of you, it's like you're going to realize that what you've been looking for has been right there in front of you all along, whether it's a friend that's been with you for a very long time, and you're like, oh my gosh, I love you and you love me, and how did I not miss that? How did I miss this, right? Because we were all looking outside, we didn't realize there's this beautiful, beautiful relationship right there. It also has, if that doesn't resonate, then the other piece of it is that as we focus on what we're grateful for, more things to be grateful for come in. So if we're focusing on what we feel is missing in our life, our energy repels them away from us into a completely different, away, because we're telling our energy and the universe, I enjoy this feeling of missing things. And it's like, well, here, let's give you more things to miss. And we're like, no. Or we're focusing on something that's in our life that we don't want, and we're drawing it towards us. So this is like the Ace of Wands, Two of Wands type of energy in the tarot, where we're realizing wherever we focus our energy is what does grow and expand. And we can alter what we're focusing on. Instead of focusing on what we're missing, we start to focus on what we're grateful for, and that brings in more things to be grateful for. So that's like kind of the start here. We will dive deeper. We're going to look into the Moonology Manifestation Oracle. Let's see what else they have here for us. So for those that chose reading number 2, what else do you have? All right. So this one right here. And we've got the Release Control, first quarter moon in Taurus. See that beautiful card here, and we'll put that right here. And so that's the first quarter moon in Taurus. All right. So this talks about what in your life are you trying just a bit too hard to do? What are you absolutely stuck on to the point where you won't even entertain other ideas? You need to release your grip on life, and whatever you want, release it to the universe and trust that the universe will come back to you with whatever is for your highest good. If you're feeling possessive about someone or something, your challenge now is to live and let live. In a financial situation, self-worth is the key. Avoid a get-rich-quick scheme. I kind of feel, I'll read more here in a moment, but this definitely has to do like with this feeling of missing. Like, I feel like I'm missing something and I'm trying to make it come in, right? I'm focusing my energy, trying to get this thing to come to me. But so much we have, like, we feel like, especially if it's a relationship, we're like, it needs to be this kind of person in this time, and this is how it has to come in. So much control that we're actually pushing it away, right? When we release control and we start on gratitude and we really start trusting the Creator and the spiritual support team on the other side, that, you know what, I trust you. You're going to bring the perfect person in the perfect way and in the perfect time. I know that perfect timing thing is like, oh my gosh, but there is this letting go here. The manifesting mix of this is that this card does bring in a steadfast energy, but it's clashing with another energy that wants to be free. So seed control for best results. Seed like CEDE in releasing control. The manifesting mindset says, realize that even though you can manifest your life to a great extent, you can't control everything all of the time. Karma comes into play, as do your deep down beliefs about yourself. Tune into your manifesting powers. This is the energy of the root chakra. And so if you tune into that, that will help you to feel safer and more grounded with your basic needs looked after. This chakra is located at the base of the spine and is the color of a glowing red. And imagine this card at the base of your spine, and imagine yourself bathed in a column of healing red light. Then incant these words: energies of the first quarter moon in Taurus, thank you for showing me that all my needs are taken care of. Again, gratitude for everything that you do have, and the more you focus on that, the more blessings that come in. And, you know, it talked about the blessings, realizing what you do have right now in this moment instead of feeling what you feel is missing in your life, right? So I do like that energy of this coming in there for you. We're also going to pull here a card from the Oracle of the Seven Energies, see what they would like to add in. All right, so what else for those that chose reading number 2? Okay, they do want this one here. And you've got card number 9, the Rose's Kiss. And I believe this is also root chakra energy. Let's double check here. Let me see here. I think this is, no, this is actually the water. So this is about joy, experiencing pleasure, deep satisfaction and enjoyment, desires acknowledged, and the 5 sensory reality. It says, take a deep breath and center on the feeling of joy. Can you allow your senses to awaken and connect with your innate desire to experience all life has to offer? Pleasure is a part of life, and let yourself surrender to it today, right? Again, where we focus our energy is what grows and expands. We focus on our fears, those things come in. If we focus on joy and gratitude, that expands. It says our modern times often present a false ideal of how we're meant to experience the world. Connections are lost and distorted by our over-reliance on technology. Just look around and see how few people actually maintain eye contact or engage in conversation. Instead of tapping away at a screen, pause and consider how you can make more intimate contact. Connecting with nature, enjoying the sensual pleasures of intimacy, and or being aware of the sensations of taste, touch, smell, sight, and sound may be important right now. How do your sheets feel? Can you reach out and feel the heat and softness of your companion animal nestled beside you? And I don't know if you can hear it, the dogs are barking upstairs, which is, that energy of listening. What are you hearing? What are you feeling? Where is your animal companion? What are they barking at, right? Be present to another person. See them and let yourself be seen. Your five senses are aching to be engaged right now. This is an invitation to get out of your head and into your body. You may be spiritual and an intelligent being, but right now the emphasis should be on having a sensory experience. This is a sacred part of this gift of life. By being present to the sensual world, you invite an even deeper spiritual experience. Amazing, isn't it? Perhaps it really is time to stop and kiss the roses. And like the dogs barking, it's so perfect for happening right now, because it's wanting you to get your attention, drawing you back to right now, not the future and the past, but looking at the right now. So I like that. And then we have the Queen of the Moon Oracle here. We'll see what else they want to add, and then we'll pull some tarot and see what else Spirit has for you. All right, so for those that chose reading number 2, you want this one right here. Yep. And so we have patience. Yay! Card number 36. I know, right? That whole... we were talking about trusting the when. Oh, no. And 3 + 6 is 9. So you have the 9 and the 9 here. So let's see what other message this brings in here. 9 is the hermit's journey, turning inward, connecting with the higher world. So this is the green corn moon, and it says enjoy the journey, not just the destination. The time has come to learn patience and avoid the lure of instant gratification. Slow down. Take your time. Things are happening, you just don't see it yet. So be loving and patient with your body. A little affirmation for this card is, I take my time to enjoy the journey. And patience is a kind of faith in foreseeing. We might see the seed, but we foresee the flower. We might see the books on the table, but we foresee the degree at the end if we read them. And if we think physically, we might feel the pain of a hard workout, but foresee and have faith in the muscle and fitness levels we will build. Patience is a way of experiencing the process of fruition. For some of us, we choose what is quick and easy. It talked about the get-rich scheme somewhere here, right? We may choose activities we know we will be good at. And these require no big process, no great challenge over time, and so no great achievement, even if we're good at them. More difficult is a kind of patience and mastery where the skills of learning take time to accrue And this is where the beauty of patience is born. When we truly realize the power of patience, we understand the power of gaining something incredibly deep and embedded rather than the quick hit of instant gratification. There is great power in going slow. There's also the lifelong benefit of the power of trusting that you can hold a focus for a time for something big. For some of us, learning a physical skill enables us to fall in love with our bodies again, seeing it change and try over and over. We recognize its magnificence in all its weirdness, its wonkiness, its strength, weakness, and inherent wisdom. We get to feel the process and the miracle. And if our body doesn't quite get it and we run out of patience, well, nasty self-talk is the last thing I would throw at it. After all, my body is not my enemy. Instead, I throw compassion and trust at it. The compassion that it is doing its best right now, and the trust that it will get me where I want to go, even if that is eventually. I've learned to be patient. The green corn moon encourages us to watch for growth and enjoy patiently the journey of growth. While we may not yet be at fruition, we are on our way. And the companion stone or metal for this is jade, if that resonates as well. So beautiful, beautiful energies coming in here. Definitely, whenever we get a patience card about love or relationships or anything, it's about trusting the process, and while we're waiting for things to, come to fruition, it is this wonderful, wonderful focusing on our self-love, stepping up our relationship, turning inward and upward, expanding our self-love is a win-win, because the more we learn to love ourselves, the bigger we are able to love others in the outside world, because we cannot love others more than to the extent we love ourselves, or, receive love. We can't give or receive love more. So if I love myself like this tiny amount, no matter how much I want to flood out, it's just going to drip, drip, drip. And no matter how much love they want to give me, it's just going to drip, drip back to me. So the more we expand our self-love, the bigger flow we have to the humans in the outside world too. And I was distracted for a moment because we've got both the flower and the ladybug, and the flower and the ladybug, and this one even is 18. 8 plus 1 is 9. So all these 9s coming in here definitely has to do with, while we're looking and focusing on the now and allowing the journey, definitely there's this hermit's journey coming in here, turning inward and upward. And we're going to look here at the Nicoletta Cecily, I think is how you say her last name, and her tarot. And we're going to see what else Creator and Spirit wants you to know around this adventure and this journey coming in here. Okay, and then with this one here too. So let me just scooch these over, and we will start with this one over here. And we have the Three of Cups. Yeah, joy and celebration. And it talked about focusing on joy here. So definitely, as we focus our energies, and instead of focusing on what we feel we're missing in our life, focusing on the gratitude, focusing on the joy does transform the energy. It transforms what we're drawing to us, for sure here. The Three of Cups also is a special card that represents your spiritual posse on the other side. So as we're turning inward and upward, you definitely are not alone. You have this beautiful, beautiful group, this multitude of beings around you, your guardian angel, your angels, your spirit guides, your loved ones on the other side, your ancestors, unicorns, fairies, whatever you believe those beings of unconditional love and light are, they surround you and they're supporting you throughout this as well. And then you have the Five of Wands. And the Five of Wands is a transformation of energy from feeling like what may have felt like conflict, that may have felt like fear, and that someone is out to get you. As you connect and you realize, that you don't have to rush to an end result, you're not feel like you're in a competition with other people either. You're able to move forward. You're able to allow this energy to bring you to a different place where you are helping one another get somewhere instead of feeling like you have to, trip people so you can move forward, right? So there is this beautiful transformation of energy that's happening through all of this as well, as you're focusing on the now instead of a rush to get somewhere else. You're able to see, again, those that are around you and help each other rather than see who you have to step on to get somewhere. I like it. And then you have here, this is the King of Wands. Yeah, the King of Wands. And this represents here also your higher self, because the Wands energy is your drive, your passion, your inspiration, but it's your spiritual energy too. And with them being at the very top of the spiritual, hierarchy there, it's like representing your higher self. So you've got your spiritual posse, your higher self. All this 9 is a time of making sure you're taking time for yourself to look inward and upward, and stepping into the moment. You release control, and the more you become familiar with this beautiful unconditional love from above and this connection you have to this upper world, the more you trust them that they are truly can bring you perfectly who you want, in the perfect timing, in the perfect way. And you're able just to enjoy the moment for what it is instead of feeling like I've got to find someone or I'm never going to find someone. You're trusting with, all this patience coming in here that you can have that. So I really like that. And then you have the Knight of Pentacles. Again, Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight out of them all. And so this is another patience card here that as you discover more and more about your inner worth and relationship to the outside world, because that's also what the Knight of Pentacles is on this, quest for, is for this love of self, this relationship of themselves to the outside world that we find from the inside out, that it is a wonderful reminder that be patient with the outside world. We don't change from the outside in, we change from the inside out, and that things are growing, things are happening. It's just about being patient with it. So definitely these cards reiterating and intertwining with each other here. But I do love this journey that you're on, and I'm excited for what you're finding in this moment, the little blessings as you focus on the gratitude for who is, what is in your life right now. Things grow and more things to be grateful come in. As you choose joy, more things to be joyful come in. And it allows this patience to allow life to unfold in its perfect way for you. So I like this for you, all that you chose number 2. And if you're enjoying this content, there's a couple things that you can do. First, you can give this video a little thumbs up by clicking the like button down below. It does tell me you're enjoying the content, but it tells YouTube that you're enjoying the content as well, and it'll bring more of that towards you. The other thing you can do is click that subscribe button, and it gives you access to the notification bell. And when you go in there, if you select the all option, a few things happen. 1, you'll be notified right away when new videos come out. And 2, you're also notified when I go live on YouTube providing free readings. Currently, I go every night, Wednesday through Sunday night at 7 p.m. Mountain Time, and also Friday, Saturday, and Sunday mornings at 11 a.m. Mountain Time. And doing those things helps spread the Zen love, and it helps you be a part of this beautiful love tsunami we send out to the world. Because when you like or share one of my videos, comment on one of my videos, subscribe to my channel, it just makes the YouTube algorithm so crazy happy, wants to automatically share my videos with other people as well. So if you feel inspired to do any of those things, please know I'm very, very grateful for that. And these are general readings. If you're looking for even more specific information and answers for your specific life, I do offer personal readings, and all that information is listed down in the description box of the video down below. All right, beautiful number 2s, as you're going through this journey, please know that every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the Mother and the Father of all things. And of course, I love you too. So until we talk again, much love to you. You guys hang in there and you take care of yourselves. If you chose reading number 3, then this is the reading for you. And we're going to start off here pulling a card from the Into the Lonely Woods deck. And this will be the general energies that we're looking for here to see what don't we see about our relationship, our relationships. So let's take a look here for those. All right, well, there we go. Boom, boom, boom. Right off the bat here, it's time to move on. Uh-oh. All right, well, there we go. Pretty clear, right? And that's your message. Have a great day. I'm just kidding. We'll dive deeper and see what they're looking into this here. I love card number 22. It's a master number, and it does talk about us realizing we're so much more than just our human character, that we are a powerful, supernatural, eternal spirit being made of unconditional love. And I have a lot of times I talk about the transformation of a butterfly, and that as we turn into butterflies, that we leave the caterpillars behind. We can't carry them around with us. So sometimes you outgrow a relationship, right? You know, like you ignite yourself spiritually, and they're not wanting to leave the caterpillar life to expand and move. And sometimes it's like, well, I've got to leave friends, family, a relationship behind. Can be any of those. And it says here, there is sorrow when someone no longer feels the way they once did about you. But know you lit a light in their lives. And even though the time has passed for your tales to intertwine, the loosening of the bonds of love need to be bitter. For now, you must take your leave to re-find who you are next to become. You will not be lost when you follow the darkening path into the unknown. You will wander, but there are fragments of your soul waiting for you to find them along the way. Be content with the light you carry within and the light you have lit with others. These will be the guides on the mysterious path before you. Yeah. So, yeah, you know, if this resonates for you, you'll know it right away. If not, definitely check out number 1 or number 2. But this definitely has this energy of that you've outgrown them, and it no longer, you know, you've learned what you've needed to learn from each other. You've expanded the light. You had light ignited within you, but now it's for you to carry on and to go to a different place. You know, the cocoon, the butterfly doesn't pack up the cocoon and carry it with it. It leaves behind what no longer serves and moves forward. We'll dive deeper, of course, here. And we're going to look into these Moonology Manifestation Oracle, see what else they would like you to know here. So for those that chose reading number 3, all right, so this is your card, and you've got the Open Up to Change, the new moon in Aquarius. Yeah. So definitely being open up to this change that's coming in here. It is time to move on. And let's take a look here and see. So this is new moon in Aquarius. Yeah, big changes are forecast, but you need to let events unfold with as little steering as possible from you. Sometimes you just need to take a bit of space from a person or a situation. And if you know you've been too emotional about someone or something, this card offers you the chance to cool things down. A rational, even slightly aloof assessment of your current circumstances is called for. Allow for things to develop. Try to think of your situation from a different angle, right? See things from a higher perspective. This card is an especially good sign for matters related to friends, networks, a wish coming true, science, tech, or online dating. Be yourself. Independence doesn't have to mean loneliness. A group of people, rather than one person, may be the ones to help you. Some manifesting tips for detachment here. Call in Archangel Uriel, the most cerebral archangel. You can also, number 2, call in energy from the planet Uranus, which guides the sign of Aquarius, and all is about independence and revolution. Number 3, you can light a candle, preferably silver, and ask Uriel for his help with viewing life compassionately, but also dispassionately, so that you can stay cool under any pressure. The manifestation affirmation for this is there is only one me, and it's safe to be me, and I love me. So definitely there is this independence, this revolution. It's like, Aquarians are known to seem aloof and maybe unemotional or dispassionate, but they have it. It's just deep inside of them. They just are able, being water bearers, they're used to containing emotion. Water is emotion. They're water bearers, even though they're air signs, so very cerebral, but they're able to contain and put their emotions into the containers. And I feel like this is the energy that's coming in to help you with that. And then we have the Oracle of the 7 energies, and we're going to take a look and see what else that they would like to add in here for you. So what else for those that chose reading number 3? All right, there we go. And you've got Call of the Muse, card number 31. We'll put that right here. I'm noticing 2 + 2 is 4. 3 + 1 is 4 here. Let's see what else we've got. So the energy of this is creative expression, being in the flow of creativity, tuning into inspiration, allowing creativity without being self-conscious, writing and journaling as a means of connection. It says, when you feel the call of the muse, you're invited to create, to be the artist choreographing your life, serving on behalf of the great artist, the divine source. And just now this also blew out here. So it's like, this is the time for the ending and the new beginning. The flame is burned out. It's no longer needed here, right? And it says, while you might think you own the magic of your creativity, can you truly say that you're the source of the inspiration? Similar to the spirit of genius from card 29, imagine your creativity stemming from another spirit guide, the muse. And just as the genius needs to partner with your intellect, so does the muse need you to open your heart and let the magic flow through your intuition and your emotions. Stop seeing yourself as the center of the process and instead see yourself as a partner in a creative dance. Sometimes you might be inside the music and the feelings, the story and its expression. Other times you observe from the sidelines, watching it all flow from an unknown yet deeply intimate source. So today, the muse, your muse, is calling you to be a channel and allow the creative energy to flow through you. The energy of emotion is waiting to be given a voice, a name, a shape, or a color. Journal. Finish that writing project. Start something new. Paint, sing, dance. And don't worry where any of it lands. It has its own plans for you. Your muse knows where this is all meant to go. For you, the big magic is in the experience of answering the call. Yeah, so there is this leaving behind. It is time to let go. It's time to move on. It's time to let someone go, or a dream go, or a job go, or whatever, a project go, because there's something new that is more in alignment with your heart and where it's wanting you to go. So this is the openness to change, listening to that creative muse. Let your heart have a space here, because you've got the mind and then you have the heart. It reminds me of the Two of Swords. In this decision that you're making to move on, where you're moving on to, trust your mind and your heart. Let that be a collaborative experience here. And then we're going to look into the Queen of the Moon Oracle as well, see what else they have to add, and then we'll pull some tarot, see where we're headed here. All right. So what else for those that chose reading 3? All right, there we go. And you have Power, the full moon, card number 16. Wow. So you're going from the new moon over here to the full moon and stepping into your power. What a great progression here. So this is step into your true power. Shine brightly. Do not hide who and what you are. The time is right to attract big things for yourself. Ancestral energy is important, so open your mind to larger possibilities. Big magic can be wrought. The affirmation for this is, I have power, it is real. And this is why I feel like you're really moving, you're coming out of the cocoon and you're leaving behind the caterpillar life for the butterfly life here. It says, go outside on a clear night and look up. Hopefully you'll see the stars a-twinkling. And if you're really lucky, you might see the swirling Milky Way spilling across the darkness. And then there she is, the big full moon, unmistakable in her glory and power. She moves the earth itself, stabilizes it into orbit. She releases and pulls the seas. She is the object of devotion, the inspiration of poems, the realm of goddesses, and she has witnessed the very first of us rise up on 2 legs and venerate her. Generation after generation, we have stood barefoot under the same moon, wishing, setting intentions, dancing, and drawing her graceful power. You are made of the very swirling matter that is the stuff of stars. You are pure possibility, changing constantly, renewing and transforming. Butterfly, right? Take this moment to recognize that power and rejoice in it, for your next step is the precursor to your future self. The companion stone for that is the moonstone, moon. And Aquarius is the star card in the major arcana of the tarot. So here you have talking about the star, be the star, and this is the star energy too. So I love all this transformation and everything that's coming in here for you. And we lastly will move into the tarot by Nicoletta Cecily. I think I'm saying her name correctly. I'll probably have it listed down in the description box of the video. So any of the cards, if you're interested, I list them down below so you can find them out on the internet somewhere if you're so inclined, if they attract you to them. All right, they want all these 4 right here. Easy breezy. So let's take a look and see what we have here. So we'll start with this one. You have the 10 of Cups. 10, ending and new beginnings, emotion, filling you up and overflowing. Definitely stepping into your emotional fullness with this. This is where it leads you. This is what it gives you here. This creativity, this flow that comes in. So, it is time to move on. And knowing that, the caterpillar can only go so far in their life. They hit a stream, they can't cross it because they'll drown. But once they transform into a butterfly, you flitter right over the stream, and you're like, oh yeah, I could never go this far before. And this is talking about the emotional fulfillment. The extent that you get to with this moving on is powerful. It is so worth it. And you have the 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment card. So it's one of the 2. The star card I mentioned is a wish, wishing upon a star, a wish come true card here. So definitely this is about you stepping forward and moving toward this, which feels like wish fulfillment, emotional fulfillment. So you definitely, they're just showing you it is totally going to be worth it once you get there. And I know when you leave something behind, when you kind of mourn the leaving of it. If you were drawn to reading number 1, you can check that out too, because it is about leaving things behind and mourning, leaving things behind as well, that it's time, for that. So if you were drawn, to both of them, you might check that one out too. And then you have the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is Mother Nature, Mother Nurture, new birth. Definitely, it's like the Empress card, which is creativity, but expressing yourself, allowing the birth of things to come in for you as well. But putting yourself, realizing that it is time to choose for you and not sacrifice your dream because of everyone else. It is a time for you. It is a time to allow this muse, this power to come in, allow this transformation, allow this rebirth, this new birth to come in for sure. And then your last card coming in here is the Knave of Cups. So it is new emotion coming in. I mean, you've got it all here, all these cups, all this. It's like the Page of Cups. New beginnings, new emotion. You become the chalice. You get to fill up and overflow out to the world. This is what this, these two together really, it's 9, 10. This would be number 11. So you have all in order here, unfolding this beautiful new love. You become a chalice. You get to be filled up with all this love, and you fill up and you feel this wholeness, this completeness, the power, and it overflows out to the world. The best gift you can give the world is a healthy, full, overflowing you. When you sacrifice yourself and you feel like you're pouring out to everyone else, what you give is bitter, sour waters, This is you becoming full and whole, allowing yourself to join together, because this is what happens. Master number 11 is you getting to understand your ego and your human side of life. 22 is realizing you're so much more. There's this powerful, supernatural, eternal spirit being that you are. And it doesn't try to destroy the ego. It actually, when you add the 11 plus the 22, you get master number 33, which is the joining together, walking hand in hand with your human and your higher self and seeing the world in a completely different way, which this would be like your higher self and your human self going on this adventure together. And I feel like this is where you're headed into once you step into your power here. That's the next stage. That's the next steps you go into. So, wow, what a wonderful energy coming in here. And I know it's like the letting go and leaving something or someone behind is tough, but wow, what a journey it is going to be where you're headed. So definitely worth the feelings of going through it. And it did talk about you don't have to initiate so much and control it all. You just allow it to happen. I feel like because you're changing, and the caterpillars you were hanging around going, you're a butterfly now, you can't hang around us, we're going to go find other caterpillar friends. And you're like, it's okay, because you find new butterfly friends, butterflies that are more, they can follow you, they can go where you're going, but caterpillars can't. So I love it for you. And if you're enjoying this content, number 3s, there's a few things that you can do. Number 1, you can give this video a little thumbs up by clicking the like button, because that does tell me you're enjoying the content, but it tells YouTube you're enjoying the content. They will bring more of it like it to you as well. The second thing you can do is click that subscribe button. It gives you access to the notification bell. And when you go into those settings, you can select the all option, and a couple things happen when you do that. Number 1, you're notified immediately when new videos come out on my channel. And number 2, you're also notified when I go live on YouTube to provide free readings. Currently, I'm going Wednesday through Sunday nights at 7 p.m. Mountain Time, and Friday, Saturday, and Sunday mornings at 11 a.m. Mountain Time. Also, doing all those things, liking and sharing my videos, subscribing to the channel, commenting as well on my videos, doing all those things makes the YouTube algorithm super excited about my channel, and it wants to share my videos automatically with other people as well. So it's a way to help spread the love, and you can be part of the love tsunami. And if you are interested in any of those things, please know that I am very, very grateful for any of those things that you do. Also, these are general readings, and if you're looking for even more specific information and answers for your specific life, I do offer personal readings. All that information is listed in the description box of the video down below. All right, all of you that chose creative number 3, as you're going throughout this journey, please know that every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the Mother and the Father of all things. And of course, I love you too. Have an amazing adventure. We'll be talking soon, I'm sure. In the meantime, you hang in there and you take care.